Hi everyone. Today's video is all about flexibility and trying to keep ourselves nice and flexible over our time apart. This video is for anyone, any age, any member of our studio can do this video, or any other videos that correspond to our flexibility. This is an A to Z list that I made where a stretch has been assigned to each letter. So it doesn't start with that letter, but I just assigned a stretch to each letter of the alphabet. So but we're not gonna do all of these. What we're gonna do is come up with a word so that we can do a stretch that corresponds based on the list that I made with each letter. And our first word is promises. And I chose this word first because that is our theme for this year, God's promises. And it's just a great reminder that God is with us, He is helping us, and He is going to see us through all that our country and our world is going through. So let's go ahead and get started. The first letter is P in promises, and the first stretch that corresponds to the letter P is a lunge. So go ahead and stand up. And what I do recommend is that you do a few jumping jacks, or get your knees up, jog in place, side to side, jump rope, and do that for a good 30 seconds to a minute to make sure that you're getting your body nice and warm. So our first stretch is going to be a lunge. You're just going to turn to the side, or you can stay forward, but just so you can see my front and back leg. You want your headlights to go forward and your heel to stay flat behind you. See it pressing into the ground. And you're just gonna bend that front knee so you can feel this stretch in your hip flexor. And you're just gonna keep your body upright. Try to keep your shoulders down and your core tight. Just wanna hold that for about 20 seconds. And that's kind of up to you. If you feel like that's too long, you can do a little shorter. If you feel like you need to go a little longer, you can go a little longer. But I would say 20 seconds is a good round number for most people. And then you're gonna go ahead and come up and do the other leg. Again, pressing your heel into the floor. Trying to keep that knee over top of your toes so you're not going forward. We don't want that knee to go over the toe, but right on top of it. And keeping that heel pressed behind you, your body upright, pressing into the hip flexor, and you'll feel that as you are stretching. So that's our first one. The second one is a twisting back stretch for the letter R. So we're on R. You're gonna lay down, bring your right knee in, put your right arm out to the side and grab your right knee with your left hand, and you're gonna twist it, bring it over to the one side. And again, you wanna hold this for about 15 or 20 seconds. I'm just, for time, we're just gonna go ahead and bring it in and go the other side. So you bring your left leg in, left arm out, grab with your right hand and twist it over. You can feel that stretch in your back and in your oblique. And you should also keep that bottom leg straight because we don't want that bottom leg to bend. We're not going to feel that stretch. Good. Just go ahead and come up. So the next one is a shoulder opener. So you're going to find a spot on the wall, and you're going to take your right hand first, put it directly behind you so that your shoulders are as square as you can make them, and you are as far away from the wall as your arm is long. So you want to keep your hands flat on the wall as you can. And then you're just going to pull your arm or your shoulder forward and then open it back up. So it kind of opens and then it comes forward. Hopefully you guys can see that. You want to do this about 4 times. On the right, and then you're just going to go ahead and lower. Keep that hand in place, don't let it move, and try to keep the shoulders nice and square for this. Bend those knees into a deep plie and come back up. We'll do one more and go ahead and come up. And then this is where you can check to see, is your right hand longer than your left? A little bit. So let's even it out. So I'm going to put my left hand and turn my shoulder in, and then open, and then in, forward, and back, and forward, and back. And now come back forward And we're gonna lower and up and lower. Try to keep your back straight and up. And one more, lower and up. And that was our O. So you know my hands are about the same length. My arms are the same length. So now we're gonna go on to our chair stretch. And I'm just gonna use this. This is our ottoman that we have. You can use a chair or whatever. And it should be a little bit higher than this, but it's probably safer to go lower than higher. So that's okay. So you're just gonna go ahead and put your one leg onto the chair or something that is probably a little lower than hip high. And you're just gonna open it. So now that your hips are open, and now you're gonna square them up and open and square. So now I'm square because my headlights are going forward in front of me. And now open and close. And then you can also do like a little plie right there, and you can do a little bit more stretch, but I will do the other side. Okay, now the leg is directly behind us. Okay, and now I'm going to turn this way because I'm opening my right leg. And you're going to open and tuck it under, and you're going to feel that stretch through your hips and your hip flexor. Good. Let's do one more. Open and square. Good. All right, so that's our hip opener stretch. We're gonna go on to I actually on the list is splits. I did not make this up. So you're gonna go ahead down to your right leg, okay? And always wanna, we've done a little bit of hip stretch, so we should be okay. And then when you slide into your right split, again, you're trying to keep your body upright as much as you can. Use your hands for support if you need to. And then just try to keep that front leg straight. And then if you can, stretch your back leg. You want to hold that probably about 15 seconds if you're able. A little longer if you are more comfortable. And we're going to go ahead and do your left leg. So I'm just going to lunge into a little bit. One hand on each side. Keep that front leg straight. And go ahead and lower. Good. Try to keep that body upright. Breathe. Make sure you breathe. It's very important. Good. Now we're going to go on to our S. And S is just a neck stretch. And because we have two S's and promises, we're just going to go to one side first. So you're going to take your hand, put it on the opposite side of your head, and just press really gently. And stretch the one side. Good. And that was our S. And then we're going to do a pigeon stretch. And this is something I don't do in my classes, but maybe you've seen this before in yoga. You're going to take your right leg, cross it over your left, right above your knee. And then just going to bring your hands together and see if you can balance as you lower and plie your standing leg. And this is also a hip opener stretch. So you're going to feel that. And it's a balance exercise. It's stability. It's keeping you nice and strong and flexible all at the same time. So you want to see how long you can hold that. Probably like 15 or 20 seconds. Then we're going to do the other side. And usually one side is easier than the other. So we'll see if I can do this side. And go ahead and lower. Trying to press that knee down. Keep that hip turned out. Stay low if you can. Again, 15 to 20 seconds. And breathe. And go ahead and come up. And then our last letter for the word promises is the S, which means it's our neck stretch. So we're going to take our left hand now, put it on the right side of our head. Just push gently over to the side. Good. All right, so that is our stretch for today, because this is promises, and each one of these corresponded to my A to Z. I'll be doing more videos like this, so please be checking back, and might do some other types as well, not just flexibility. So again, I just love you guys. I miss you so much. Keep working hard at home. I'm really proud of you. Hope to see you soon. Bye.